how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
We'd like to welcome you from wherever in the world you join us today for this F1 qualifying session here in Shanghai, China. In recent seasons, much talk has been made about tyre wear. Some say it gets in the way of the racing, others say it's always been part of the sport. Are we going to see drivers trying to look after their tyres here, or throw caution to the wind and worry about that when it becomes a problem?
Tyre wear will probably be the dominating factor around this track. It's so easy to use up the life in your tyres as you seek to find the lap time. If you have a good balance to begin with, like the Mercedes and Red Bull, you'll always stand a better chance.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather. Fantastic. That was the fastest lap. Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 37.0. In P3 right now.
set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top...
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Hard work, ingenuity and ambition. All things you'll find in abundance amongst the 15 million people of Shanghai over there to our southeast. And we've got plenty of that here on the grid as well. 20,000 horsepower, give or take, chomping at the bit to be unleashed for the Chinese Grand Prix. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill and a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Joining me once again to take you through this race is the effervescent Anthony Davidson, and I'm very much looking forward to it getting underway. You raced here, of course, didn't you, back in your Super Aguri days in that infamous Chinese Grand Prix of 2007?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't last that long though, unfortunately. Qualifying had gone pretty well, but my brakes failed quite early in the race, around lap 10 or 11, something like that. And of course, back in 2004, I was the very first Formula 1 driver to complete a lap of this circuit. Just thought I'd mention that for you, Crofty. You like a good stat? It's a fairly tough circuit on the brakes here, though. You know, it's that long back straight down into turn 14, and then you got turns 6 and 11. They're quite heavy as well. On top of that, managing your front tyre wear is always a challenge around here, so there's a lot to keep in mind during the Grand Prix.
Not a great starting position for us, but hopefully we can improve the situation throughout the race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Carlos Sainz and Rosberg, a Red Bull, Kvyat, Bottas and Felipe Massa, Alonso.
Let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights. Please stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. There's about a lap's worth of spare fuel in the car. You won't be able to run in mix 3 for long with that much, but do burn it if you need to. Faster through sector 1, faster than the car ahead through sector 1. Daniel has come into the pits. Daniel in the pits now. We're only a second away from the car ahead. Let's see if we can use DRS to pass him. Boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre. To remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes. Confirmed pit crew will ready wet tyres for your next stop. me some information on Rosberg. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? There's a puncture in the front left tyre has a puncture. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Got that confirmed. Of fuel remaining. Tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Low chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know. So the gap to our teammate is 55.5 seconds. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. At all. Let's push harder next time, okay?
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres, But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Hi, Emma here. I've just come from a review. There were a few concerns expressed about your performance so far. Let's try and turn this around a bit in the next few races, okay?